Good morning, everybody. Just getting up here, starting the day. I've got a full day today. I'm going to be here at the car wash now to check on this pan, which goody it turned off the charger. But I'm here to check on this, here to sweep some things up. Then I've got to go buy some clothes. I've got I don't know if you'd really call it a funeral. Let me disconnect these wires here. I don't know if you call it a funeral. It's a memorial service for a friend of mine. But that's the big thing I got to go find. Got to go find clothes to wear, because I basically don't own anything that isn't stained or ripped or torn, or like the clutch on my Mustang. I think it's burnt out. That's good for the phone. Let's see. This pan just barely made any progress at all, it seems. Let me get a scrubber pad. But maybe I'm wrong. I can't dwell too long on this anyway. Oh no, it busted a bunch of it. I just couldn't tell it. Yeah, last night, I don't know if anybody called it, but I used this StreamYard thing to do a live. I went through the Olivet Discourse. So that's where the disciples had asked Jesus, tell us about the end of the age, sign you're coming. Wow, it's actually come really nice and clean. It's going to be impressive. And so it's repeated in Matthew 24, Mark 13, and Luke 21. And so what I'd done, and I did this a while back, I made basically like a PowerPoint or a slideshow of all three books, so Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and how they recorded the conversation that Jesus had with his disciples. That was fun. May sit down tonight. I don't have anything prepared, and I won't have the time to either. But I may just sit down, and perhaps with Galatians or Ephesians. I like both of those quite a bit, and just read through them. And make some comments along the way. This pan, I'll show it in a second. This one come out clean, but I see I've got some viewers now. Yeah, tonight I think I'll do either Ephesians or Galatians. I guess I'm knocking this stuff off. But I've got this pan that's been running. This thing was solid black, just covered in seasoning, or whatever you might call it. Whoa, if I don't fall over. See if I can get it in the light. Man, it's so hard to do all this backwards. But this pan, and it's wet right now, so it's kind of difficult to see. But you can kind of see the contrast there. This pan was completely pitch black, covered in grease when this was done, and when I put it in there, and it's a lot cleaner now. I'm not going to dwell on this project though. Like I said, I've got several things going on today. I've got that memorial service. I got to be there at 12 to do my part, and then it starts at 1, and I don't know how long that'll run for. I'm just drying my hands off here. Let's go look around and see what else we need to do. I've got some help up here at the car wash, husband and wife team who take care of the trash and sweep the parking lot and all those things. Unfortunately, they had to go to the hospital last night. She's been fighting, the wife Sabrina has been fighting with some kind of lung infection. I don't know exactly what it is. She had pneumonia. She's been on, all sorts of high power, stop being sick medication. Anyway, she's been coughing up blood, and it got to the point that like it's 4 or 5 times a day now, and that's a lot of times to be coughing up blood every day. Go over got it cutting in and out there, guys. I'm trying to switch over to 5G. I don't know how it's going to handle this. But yeah, so they've gone off to the hospital. I got to go over and feed their cat. Good, the trash cans are empty so far. And so I got to go feed their cat. And, well, I got to go see I don't know if they made it home from the hospital last night. Want the brush down. I guess I've ever paid attention. I didn't know I had one with a black handle. I'll tell you something. So I got to go do the cat, and then I got to go find clothes. I don't know where, because where I live, Galax, Virginia, I don't know. I think clothes are just not all that important up here. And like you can go to Walmart and there's basically no selection. And certainly will look, and I don't really know where else to go. I'm gonna try to switch the camera here just to show you real quick a mess that so I don't know that it's picking up. So this is all chopped up grass. We've got, so up here, seems like one of the primary ways people earn a living and spend their money, funnily enough, is cutting grass. That's just a big part of it. Everybody's got, I mean, you can't even really tell it from here. I try not to give away somebody's private stuff. Anyway, like, that's a pretty big yard. Mine is, I've got several acres that have to be mowed. I hope that switched over for you. I'm going to switch it back even if it didn't. There's just a lot of grass that has to be cut, but now I've got a car wash bay full of grass. And I've been dealing with, we got it solved, thank God, but we had a pretty serious clog issue. And so I'm trying to avoid running grass and stuff down the drains. It's difficult, right? Because that's just, there's grass in the water, basically. Man, they left such a mess here. I may have to put the phone down or stop the stream. I don't know. Yeah. Well, if I get the broom running, head start. Try to sweep it all into a line. Well, this is cardio. Doing one arm, one hand sweeping across concrete. Quite the workout. Wow, that's a big pile of grass. And so this is probably from somebody cleaning the deck on their mower, is my guess. I'm glad this bay's got nice cement. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to get this stuff up. And I'll still have to spray it down. Yeah, this cat I got to go check on. I asked him his name yesterday, and he laughed. He said, we call her, what was it? He gave me 4 or 5 different things. Princess, pretty princess. I'm expecting to see a beautiful cat when I get over there. I've never met the cat, never seen the cat, but they're in the hospital, I think. They may have come home. I'll find out when I get there. Wow, that's a lot of grass I got up there. And see, and all of that could have gone down the drain. And maybe it would have been all right. Or maybe it would have just flushed through. So maybe it sits in there and it collects and it really becomes a problem. I'm gonna go get some quarters. For anybody who's joined, stop back by this pan here, and it's dry now, so it ought to be easier to see. Whoop. So this pan was completely black. I mean, completely blackened with years of cooking use, and it's going to be like brand new metal. My my customer has been preparing his seasoning oil. Got to get some quarters to run the car wash over here. I may stop and grab my. If I was smart enough to bring it, the little tripod thing. That way I don't have to hold this camera. I like doing live. Nice to talk. There's people out there. Some of them will listen. Some of you are listening. I appreciate that. I do need a shovel to get this grass, though. Doesn't do me no good if I sweep it up and then I just hit it with water, right? But I got a dust pan here, which is like a shovel for lazy people. Okay. I'm going to use it to... Well, that's going to be the thing. Boy, I hope nobody caught that, saying dust pan's a shovel for lazy people. Yeah, absolutely. I need more people. Here's what I need. Like, this grass is thick and heavy. And it just moves the... Here, I'm going to set my dust pan up against the column there and just sweep towards it. Maybe. Man, wow. That grass has got just so much mass. It's sat here and been wet. Fully saturated. There you go, mister. Just kick it in. You don't have a funeral or nothing to go to. Wow, that's dirty. But I got quarters now, and I need to get up here again when I can afford to just get covered in this filthiness. I need to come up here and spend some time spraying down each bay individually. But that is not today, because today I have to go feed Princess Pretty, or Pretty Princess. Did I bring that tripod? Well, no. Why would I do a thing like that? I did find a bucket on the side of the road, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got to go feed the cat. And I got to go find clothes. I'm going to find breakfast somewhere in the mix. Breakfast is the most important part of the day. Most days aren't worth having if you're not going to have breakfast. Let's see, there's hints. 1, 2, 3. I got headphones in. This is probably the most satisfying part of the car wash is when you're just, you've done the hard work. I've shoveled the heavy stuff, and now I just get to run a pressure washer and clean a, pretty manageable size rectangle. Just work each little quadrant, push the stuff in. At the end, I get to do laps, kind of make a circle. Man, there's in there. Let's see, I got so much going on right now. I don't have time to do one spot very often. And at all spots up here, everything is far away from everything. It doesn't seem like it on paper. You're like, oh, it's a 20 or 30-minute drive, but it's a 20 or 30-minute drive where you're going. And then, that's 20 or 30 minutes from the place you need to be next. If the things you're after happen to be at different ends of the road and there's only the one. That's how it goes. So I burn a lot of time and a lot of gas and clutch material, moving around, going from here to there. Today is good. I'll be more running today than I probably will this week, thankfully. Kind of, I know it sounds bad. I'm first talking about I hope they let her out of the hospital last night. You can't be coughing up blood like that. Look at that grass just builds up. And they left it all over the pavement too. And the pavement's hard to clean. A lot of times I just have my hand is going numb here, holding this pressure washing one. I wish this thing would tell me who's on so I can say hey to people. If you're on and you're watching, you can leave a comment wherever you're at, whether it's Twitter or YouTube or Facebook. Leave a comment. Let me know you're here. I hate to push this grass down the drain, but I need the drain to drain. I need this bay to drain out. I don't know if y'all can see. I assume it doesn't do the overlay. We got eight people watching right now. I don't know where. I don't know who. Hello to all of you. I'm up here spraying grass out of this, what we call the truck bay. So this huge area here. We have semis drive in here to clean semis, dump trucks. I've seen school buses, RVs, various farm equipment. People bring all sorts of farm equipment up here. I've got a couple of guys who I think they just rescue old Chevys, because I've seen them up here, probably half a dozen times with some 40s or 50s Chevy up here in this truck bay, covering this poor old car in soap and degreaser. Uh, but they always bring a different one. I never see the same one twice. Now we of course have regulars up here who bring their old stuff. Matter of fact, I got a guy today probably coming to buy a drink machine off of me. He's got, I believe, I ran out of time. Man, guess I'll put some more quarters in it. I didn't hear it beep. He's got a 78, maybe a 77, but I think it's a 78 Ford. I believe it's an F100 anyway. He just yesterday he picked up a different big block. I think he said a 460 with the matching transmission to put in it. And I've got a little itty bitty V8 compared to that thing, and I can't get 10 miles to the gallon in a fairly modern. I mean, it's a 96, so it ain't modern, but up here in the mountains, I get 10 miles to the gallon, it seems. Whether I drive it, I was going to lie to you. I was going to act like I ever drive this thing like a reasonable human being, when in fact I don't. Man, all this but that's what we're here for, right? That's the name of the game. Pick up my quarters. I've got to reset up that electrolysis tank on that cast iron. I'm just so impressed with how it's turning everything out. I've got a pan of Ashley's at the house that we're doing electrolysis on. I built a system rather than what I'm using here at the car wash, which is a couple of old batteries and a battery charger. Oh, this grass, you can't tell it, but it's very heavy. Just don't fall. Carry all this grass over to the dumpster. Yeah, I brought my Mustang up here yesterday. I'm gonna try to trade it, sell it. I like it too much, really. That's the problem, is I like it too much. I don't know where to set you. I think I need two hands here. I'm gonna set you just on top of the dumpster, and hopefully I don't knock you in. Hope you like that view of the gray sky. We don't have any of the streaky clouds at the moment, which is nice, but it also means they just did it recently. And so we've all gotten our dosage. Let's see, what's the next step? I may have to postpone the setting up the electrolysis thing again until this afternoon at the earliest, because I don't know where I'm going to go to get clothes out here. I don't think Walmart's really going to have what I'm after. Hold on, there's something on the ground. Man, I'm blind as a bat walking across this old, busted up, ugly, dirty concrete. What do I see? Oh, this thing. I think it's the ring out of like a thumb spinning ratchet. It's got a square in it. Maybe that's why I noticed it. Wild, the things you can just see. Right? You can walk past something a million times, and then sometimes you see some little oddball piece of plastic that's in chameleon mode. Man, this pan, it is just so wild. I'm going to switch the camera real quick. He says, I don't even know if I switched it the last time. Let's see, there's 2.0. No, that's 2.0. 2.0. I'm going to do 2.0. All right. There we go now. Man, I was having all sorts of trouble. They should just give you an easy button to flip through. So this pan, I wish I could. Yeah, I can't share my screen, therefore a picture or anything. I wonder. Is that 64? I wonder if that's got anything at all to do with when it was made, or if that's just a number. But I mean, you can see how black it was. This whole thing was pitch black. And it's still a little on the inside, but not too bad. Let's look at these other ones I've done. This is my system. It's not a good system, but it is my system. So basically, we run the battery charger through all these batteries into this. I don't know how to change this tank again. Here's a good example of the cleaning difference. All right, you can tell it's one side. Man, I'm sorry about flipping everybody around if you're getting motion sickness. This one came almost completely clean. I've got very little work left to do on this one. It's probably all by hand. Really a neat way to do things. Let's see, is there anything? See, I gotta go find. I put this money over here. Boy, I'm glad I thought that. I gotta get the keys so I can go check on Princess Pretty, the kitty. Let's see, what does their keychain say? I love you to the moon and back, Mom. So this is to go check on Princess Pretty, the kitty. Yeah, this is the drink machine. Dude said he's gonna come get from me. It works. I went through and replaced it. If you've never seen the inside of one, I'll show you the inside of one real quick. They're not very interesting, but so when I bought it, this thing here, this is the coin mechanism. Yep, see, it can take dimes if you can believe it. I think that's a nickel. That's a quarter, and it can do change. It's really like this thing's probably 35 years old. But basically, you put the coins in there. When it detects that it's right, it fires one of these solenoids here. I forget which one, and that's hot stuff, so you can stick your fingers in there. And it basically lets you come in, with your buttons on the outside, of course. This is how it works. So this would be like the Pepsi bin. You stack your cans in here. And then this cam here, this thing is the cam. You see it's got cutouts. Now watch what it does. It stops because the little lever pops in. There's two levers reading two different states on the cam. And it would drop a drink now. Boy, it'd be crazy if it dropped one. It's empty. So see, it would be dropping a drink. It's ready for the next customer. And then you just stack the cans super high. I want to say this unit can hold, 96 cans? If I'm remembering correctly. Come on, man. Go in there. That's a huge pipe snake. I've got a couple of go-karts I'm working on. I need to get onto that. I can't seem to get anything done. Here's the button. I'm just going to switch back to the camera real quick. Camera. See which one I like better. There's that one. That was just more zoomed out. Do the big one. I'm getting ready here. If you've never seen, I guess I could have just left. I'm going to switch cameras again because I'm going to show you the inside of a change machine. All right, so this is the change machine. Go look at the other side of it real quick. Yeah. Hello, Mustang. So this is the change machine. You put your money in there. Get your change over there. This, we've got a local ministry. These people fed or delivered 1,200 meals a day all summer last year because they provided meals for 400 kids a day, 3 meals a day. That's what they did. So I've got that. I'm going to try to work with them some this summer. What am I looking for here? Open this box up, see how much money we made. Now this will only be since like last night whenever I was here. We don't leave a lot of cash on site. A little risky. Let's see. These are the coin hoppers. Each of these, there's a bunch of quarters in it. And this machine is old and finicky, so it doesn't like it if it doesn't have the right amount of quarters. As a matter of fact, that'll be all right till I can get back out here today. And I've got a bucket of quarters that I'll refill it from. And it looks like we probably did. There's a 10 in there. A couple of 10s. That's probably 40 bucks. I don't know. I'm not going to count it right now because I'm just going to shut these lights off. I've got to go. I got to find some breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry. I've been over here piddling around and now I'm hungry. But I've had a couple glasses of water to start the day. I got the key to go check on Princess Pretty, the kitty. Not those keys, not that. There's, oh my goodness, I can't find the keys I want. See, I got too many keys too. Oh my goodness. Around my hair. I can't get it to focus. I'm gonna have to find a brush too. I don't have one out here in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of town. I do have one in the middle of nowhere for what it's worth, but I'm not in the middle of nowhere at the moment. I'm in the center of the universe, Galax, Virginia. 9 viewers now. That's crazy. Man, that's way more people than usually are with me on these journeys. All right, the rest of the base looks clean. We got a customer over there. They're cleaning out her car. I guess I'm going to have to wrap this up because I am going to be driving. I'll be back on later this evening, though. I'm sorry, man. I see now I've got 11 people, and I'm getting ready to drop because I got to get in the car and drive. But I'll be back on for sure later this evening. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know what I'll read from, but I think I will do Galatians or Ephesians, something like that. Maybe even scroll through some Twitter timeline, but Ashley says that would be a very bad idea. That I should not just do a live stream of consciousness and just comment on things that I see. And she's not wrong, right? Because in Proverbs, we're taught, the person who waits to talk about a thing is wise. Even a fool is considered wise if they'll keep their mouth shut. And I've been over here talking now for 35 minutes, and so that ought to tell you what you can learn about me. Maybe we let it run. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm back on the 5G. Maybe you guys can go with me to wherever I get my breakfast. But I think the first stop is to go from here to the home of Princess Pretty the kitty, my employee's cat, because they're in the hospital. She's coughing up blood, or was. I'm hoping, surely the hospital. Oh, scraping the speed bump as I come across. I'd hope that they've stopped the coughing up blood for Sabrina. Don't make me stop this car on a hill. Go, 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 go. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Ugh. And now they go. Aggravating. And see, I can't show you this, but we've got a town full of people who don't know how to drive. So we've got a diner right up here at this corner intersection, and everybody up here drives the biggest truck that they can get a hold of. I just want to turn, but you can't see because people park their trucks right up on the it's just before business that you want to support. And I don't know that there's not a whole lot of parking here up where that little diner is at. So people got to park, although they can, that says don't park your truck here. Park here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the gas station first, because it ain't no fun finding out you don't have any fuel here, and I don't have any containers on me. I'm gonna actually, we'll just go down here and get gas. That'll be a fun experience. Good. I got my charger on. Defrosting this thing works. I can't safely show you how beautiful it is out here, but I'm running down a hill. You can kind of see that there's trees and stuff. I'm running down a hill here and kind of coming into the valley where the town of Galax sits. And it's just kind of neat. You can see little bits and pieces of it poking through the trees, and you can't see. But over here to my right, the town runs that way because the New River runs that way. You just ignore the people coming down the hill right behind you. Looks like it's going to be green. I need to I want to get a GoPro for this thing, but I also want to get rid of this car. So, which thing do you do, right? Go up here to the Circle K and get some gas, and then we'll go find out if Princess Pretty needs my attention. Now, if she does, I can't take y'all in there with me. That's somebody else's house. I'm not going to do that. But I will take a picture of Princess Pretty Princess. Quite a bit of traffic actually this morning. Today is Friday though. That explains. Okay. See, because I'm not working today, and I've got I'm out, early doing all this stuff. I got mixed up. I was thinking today's like a Saturday, but we got Friday traffic. Boy, don't you love it? You get to a stoplight, you get stopped, you get the car in neutral, and immediately after it turns green. You're almost to the Circle K. I don't think I'm actually low on gas, but I had to walk quite a bit last week because I overestimated how much fuel I had available, and I'm just not going to do that again. Tank is on the passenger side in this car. Is that muzzle red? The rest of them are black. No, it's just red. It's okay. Go get some. Let's see. It's only $3.30 a gallon for the gasoline today. I don't know if I'm close enough. Got people over here at the gas pump beside me. I don't want to seem like I'm crazy, but let's see. Put my card. Well, I've got tap to pay. I know it's a precursor to a bad time, but we ain't there yet. Oh, that's right. You gotta ask me questions. I don't know why Circle K is like this. You go in to use the register asks you like 3 or 4 questions. You're out at the gas pump asks you 3 or 4 questions. Just let me give you money. That's all I want to do. I don't want to join your club. I don't want to hear how great your club is. I just want to get the gas. Let's see. This is rush hour traffic right here. Well, some days you can come up here and you can hold your breath through $30. I don't think I could do it today. The pump's running a little slow, but switch the camera back. Yeah, 8 gallons. You know what? That's all you get today. $28, 8.5 gallons. That will get me, let's see, maybe 4 days. Let's drive over here and find out if Princess Pretty needs our services, if I can find my keys. Airbag, brake, check engine. The engine's there. We're good. This thing's it's got something in its evap system. Gotta put the e-brake down when you're driving. It's critical. Can I get over this speed bump? I can. But I can go around it. And I don't have to break any rules to do it. This car sits so low, and up here in Virginia, that just is not a winning. Ooh. I'll leave those people there. Sorry about the arm in the way, but I got a shift. I'm not far from finding out if Princess Pretty. Oh man, did I really just stall this car with 11 people watching me? Yes. I forgot there's huge potholes. I'm in the worst car for this. What did he say his apartment number was? D24? I don't remember. I know it's up here. I think I see the truck. I don't. Looks like they must have got to come home, which is a good thing. I'm not going to bother them. I'm sure they're asleep. Can I make the turn? I don't think I can. Oh, and I put myself in an absolutely stupid spot. All right, so we don't need to feed Princess Pretty. I hope they don't need that key because it's in my pocket. They won't be to the car wash for a while. Speed bump. Shake, rattle, and roll. I wonder what's there. Boy, when this car bottoms out, it makes such scary noises. Can I get out? All right, so Princess Pretty, that's done. It is basically 9 a.m. I've got 3 hours to find some breakfast and some clothes. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I don't think I'm going to need all 3 hours to do that, but that does mean I'm going to get to take and just sit and eat breakfast and scroll the internet, of course. But I don't know where I'm going to go. I may go probably to Bojangles. I like a lot of these little diners, but just don't know that a greasy spoon is what I want the morning of a memorial service. Not that I'm not doing anything. We put together the slideshow video, so the pictures of my buddy John. I think there was pictures going back into the 40s because there was pictures of him as a little boy in like his cowboy hat with his little toy pistol in the 1940s, and there was pictures of him looking very 60s in the 60s and 70s in the 70s. If I could put a picture of him up, he looks a lot like that Jerry Garcia, the guy from the Grateful Dead, which is interesting because he liked Grateful Dead, and we're going to play two Dead songs at his memorial today. One is Ripple, and the other is Broke Down Palace. Just red light, red light, red light, red light. There's our green light. Yeah, y'all didn't get to see me stall it a second time. Yeah, I think Bojangles is the destination. They've got decent food, clean facilities, nice tables, big nice view of the highway, and it's usually busy, which I like. Not because I want to be there busy, but I do when I go into places, especially in the mornings when I've got some peaceful time and I'm not 100 miles an hour rushing. I go in, say a blessing over my food, and then when you got 30, 40 people in the building, man, you're a priest to God. You're allowed to do things like that. You're allowed to just pray a blessing over that whole place, over all those people, over their lives. And that's Bojangles is a common spot to do that. That's a cool color, a Chevy Spark. It's like it's like a robin's egg, kind of pastel mint, bluish green, and his license plate says Oriole 1. I'm not going to move the phone around just in case somebody around me is a police officer. And we've got plenty of them in Gaylights here. Not none out in the country for what it's worth. But we do have plenty of police in here in the city, and they get me. They've got me how many times in town? 2 or 3 in town. Once out on the highway, once on a back road, which is a bad place, man. Of all the places I don't want to be caught by the police, it's a back road. Why don't I want to be caught on the back road? Because I was probably speeding. And I don't know if you were aware of this, but they will take your driver's license if you speed too much, either too frequently or too successfully. The higher your score, the madder they get. Bojangles. We're almost to Bojangles. I'm surprised the signal has held this long. I'll be interested to watch on the playback how the video and audio held up through. I mean, I've been driving around the mountains up here in Virginia. We are at Bojangles. What is a bird dog? Oh yeah. First gear. Man, the parking lot's kind of empty today. I think I'm gonna park up front. Well, I said that, and then I'm actually gonna park in the back. Come on, clutch. All right, brake is set. We're in reverse, and the brake is set. I'm gonna go in here to Bojangles. I'm probably gonna get a steak, egg, and cheese biscuit with fries and a side of gravy and a sweet tea. And that's gonna get me through the next several hours. Well, I thank all of y'all for hanging out with me. I've been on here again about an hour. Again, I'm going to hop on again later tonight. I may be on a little bit through the day, but I'll be on tonight. I think I'll sit down. We'll pick one of the shorter epistles, one of the shorter letters of the New Testament, and just read it all in a lump, all at once. I'll even do my best to give some voice inflection. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm going to go eat. Bye.